Hello dear students, very good morning to you all. In today's class I teach you the second type of decision making statement available in C language, that is if else. In the last class I taught you the simple if. Okay, simple if was one of the one-way decision making statement. One-way decision making statement, that is what we studied in the last class. If the condition is true, it was executing the instructions from the true block, otherwise no. There were no choice at all. If the condition is true, it was doing the task, otherwise no choice at all. If the condition is true, it was doing the work, otherwise not at all. No choice for the machine. That's why that is called one way. Okay, and as we know in last class, there are 5 types of conditional statements: simple if else, nested if, else if ladder, and switch. In exam you find questions on all the 5. You can see the last year question paper here. They asked why conditional branching statements are used in C language. To execute certain statements based on condition, to execute or skip. That's why we use it. That is the answer for it. Illustrate 5 types of branching statement in C program. 5 types means simple if else, nested if, else if ladder, and switch. Explanation of each carries 2 marks. 2 5s are 10. Even they asked separately also the if else. A simple if for how many marks? 2 marks. Okay, this topic is really important. In today's class we learn only the if else. I hope you might have watched my previous video, that is on simple if. If you have watched it, that is well and good. Otherwise I request you to watch that video also. Which one? Simple if. Let us start our discussion with the if else in today's lecture video. In today's class I teach you explanation, syntax, flowchart, working of if else. Then we see many examples, and practically I run and I show you these programs also. I complete it very early. Please, okay, listen to me. Let us start the discussion. This is two-way decision making statement. Why we call it as a two-way? For machine there will be 2 ways. This is the true block, this is the false block. These two are separated by one keyword called else. Okay, machine follows one of the way, means machine follows one of the block, either true or the false block. Now as the name itself tells us that instructions from the true block will be executed if the condition is true. Instructions from false block will be executed if the condition is false. If it is true, true block works, false block will not work. If it is false, true block will not work, false block works. Any one of the block works. And here also we won't give semicolon here. If we give the semicolon, that is the end of simple if it assumes, and we get the error. You are using the else without using if, like this 2 errors or many errors will come. That's why don't give the semicolon here. And this condition depends on problem, which problem you are solving. Largest of 2 number, a greater than b, a is the largest, otherwise b is the largest. N mod 2 double equals to 0, even number, odd number. Average is more than equals to 35, pass, fail. N greater than 0, what? Positive number, negative number. Username is John, password is 123, login successful, do the task. Otherwise invalid username or password. Oh my god, it's very interesting. Means machine follows one of the block, either true or the false block. And instructions inside the true block ends with semicolon, instructions inside the false block ends with semicolon. This is what we call syntax. If keyword, small letter, condition, no semicolon, true block of statement. You can write a single statement or you can write multiple statements here. That's for singular and plural. Same thing here also. And don't forget to draw the flowchart. Syntax carries 1 marks and the flowchart carries 1 marks. Entry for if else, program runs sequentially up to here. Then machine will check the condition. If it is true and the machine follows the instructions from the true block, again sequentially it continues. Assume that the condition is false. Machine will execute the instructions from the false block, then again joins it and sequentially it works. Before if else also sequentially, that might be. After if else also sequentially, that might be, depending on the code. And machine is following both? No, machine is following one of the 2. That's what is called as two-way. Don't forget to draw the flowchart of the if else also. And this is two-way decision making or conditional or branching or selection statement available in C language. What it does, it executes one of the 2 blocks, that might be the true block or the false block, based on condition. So it is called as two-way decision making statement. Oh, nice. Explanation, syntax, and the flowchart. Same explanation here I have written. The given condition will be checked by computer for system for true or false. If the condition is true, then it executes the true block of statements followed by statement X. Statement X works every time. If the condition is false, then it executes the false block of statements followed by statement X. One of the two blocks will be executed by if else. So it is called as two-way decision making statement. And working is similar to conditional operator as we studied in our previous classes. Question mark colon. Working of conditional operator and if else both are same. That is in one line you can write. Here we write multi lines. That's all, multiple lines. See the examples. Just I have taken two variables and I am reading two numbers. Enter two numbers. If A is greater than B, largest number is A, else largest number is B. Assume that I entered 10 and 20. 10 is more than 20? No, else block works. Means largest number is 20. Thank you. Thank you works every time. This is statement X. 200 and 100. 200 greater than 100, largest number is 200. 100 will not be displayed. And thank you. And this is what the very simple program. Write like this in exam. And if you have time, write the output or no need to write the output. Thank you. See the next example. Just I have taken one variable as n. I am reading the n. Enter the number to be checked for even or odd. I enter 10. 10 mod 2. 10 mod 2. 2 5s are 10. Remainder is 0. 0 matches with 0. Yeah. Even number. False block will not work. I enter 17. 17 mod 2. 2 8s are 16. Remainder is 1. 1 matches with 0. No. That is odd number. Okay. Means here we solved it by using if else. Okay. You can solve the same problem by using simple if. That is what we studied in the last lecture video. 10 mod 2 equals to 0. Even number. 10 mod 2 not equals to 0. No. Odd number will not be displayed. We solved the same problem by using simple if here, but we solved the same problem by using if else here. You have to decide. You are programmer. I hope you have understood. Very good. See the next example. Average marks is more than or equals to 35. Pass will be displayed. Otherwise fail. N value is more than 0. Positive number. Otherwise negative number. N mod 2 equals to 0. Even number or odd number. And to check entered year is leap year or not leap year. Just we are reading one year, int year. Already we know which one is called as leap year. February 29. Every 4 year it comes. One mathematical calculation we do. Whatever the year is there now, that one we divide by 2. There are two conditions to decide whether the year is leap year or not leap year. This is the first condition. Okay. This is the second condition. Okay. This is logical OR. This is which operator? Logical OR. This is which operator, can you tell me? Logical AND. You can see how many operators here. This is the mod. It gives us the remainder. And this is the mod. It gives us the remainder. This is equality. Whatever we get here, that will be compared with 0 for the similarity or equality. And this is not equals to. Whatever we get here, that will be compared as not equals to 0. And this is mod. We get the remainder. This is equality. These are all very important. And this is bracket started here, bracket completed here, logical AND. We are combining two expressions. Here bracket started and bracket completed. This is logical OR. Okay. There are two conditions to decide whether the year is leap year or not leap year. Year must be divisible by 4, but compulsory it should not be divisible by 100. Divisible by 4, not divisible by 100. Then that is leap year. Or one more condition is there. Year must be divisible by 400. If the entered year is divisible by 400, then also leap year. That's why or. If any one of them is true, that is leap year. Now if you enter 2021, that is not leap year. We get not leap year. Okay. And if this condition satisfies, then also leap year. If this condition satisfies, then also leap year. Here main opening parenthesis is there. Here closing parenthesis is there. You need to be very careful while typing parenthesis, opening and closing. And very important thing is that don't give the semicolon here. Okay. And if this condition, any one of them is true, leap year. Otherwise not leap year. And developer's name, you can write your name and company name and everything. Just to feel that you are the developer, I am using such messages. Thank you. Just one year variable we have taken. We are reading and we are deciding whether is it leap year or not leap year. I hope you have understood. Now practically I run and I show you practically. Let us start the C language. Let us start the C language. I hope it is already installed in your computer. I am starting the Turbo C++, and I go for the window menu. I go for the zoom option. Then here I write the program. I go for hash include and stdio.h. Okay. Then we go for the void main, then opening bracket and the closing bracket. Then we take two variables. I explain you the first program, largest of two numbers. Then if you are working with Ubuntu, do not use CL or SCR. Okay. Then we display the message printf. Then /n means cursor comes down. Enter two integers or enter two numbers, colon, as your wish, you can type or you may not. Then scanf means scan formatted data. I am reading two numbers, that's why %d twice I write. Address of A, address of B. Okay. Now get ch means machine waits. Everything runs sequentially now. File menu and save. Okay, save. Okay, I give si2.c. Okay. Now just we are allocating, we clear and we print and we read and we wait. Run it. Okay. Now I enter 5 and 7. Okay, it is reading. 5 is stored in A, 7 is stored in B. Get ch, it is waiting. Program is over. But program is not fully completed. Incomplete project work, incomplete software. If suppose A is greater than B, don't give semicolon, and this is true block, then we write the else, this is false block. Fill the true block. Whatever, you can write multiple instructions also. I type printf, then I print %d, A will be displayed. Okay. Now what I do here, which one I need to display, can you tell me? We go for the printf, then %d, then for what? B. Here A will be displayed at what time? If A is greater than B. Here B will be displayed at what time? If the B is greater. Let us run the program. 7 and 3, 7 is displayed. Run it. 3 and 7, 7 is displayed, but only it is showing number. But the user wants one appropriate message. Largest number is this message you have to decide. Okay. Here %d is largest number. I show you both so that you can stick with any one or in your own way. %d is largest number. Wherever %d comes, it displays. If A is greater than B, largest number is, we get that number. If B is greater, B is that largest number. Let us try it. 10 and 5, largest number is 10. Okay. Run it. 10 and 5 we entered now. 5 and 10. Okay. 10 is largest number. Okay, we changed the sentences. This one you have to change. I hope you understood. This is very simple program. I explain one more program to you. That is, I take just one variable, that is n. Okay. Then I change the message. Enter a number. Enter a number to be checked for even or odd. You can type it. We are reading one number now. %d. Now can you tell me address of n? Oh, very nice. Then n mod 2 double equals to 0. Then what you have to do? Display even number. Okay. You can take only message or even you can display the value also. First I show only the message. Okay. Then what you have to do here? Which message you display? Can you tell me? Oh, odd number. Nice. Very good. Then here we display odd number. Then that's all. Okay, we are reading one number divisible by 2, so and so, otherwise not. Run it. 7 odd number and 4, that is even number. Even you can display the message also. I hope you understood. I changed the program. Eligible for vote or not. I read age. I take the age variable. Enter your age. Okay, nice. Okay, change. And here we are changing the name of identifier or the variable. Then we write here age is more than or equals to how much? 18. Then display the message. Eligible for vote. Okay. Then here you have to display sorry to say you are not eligible. You have to decide appropriate messages. Sorry to say, you are not eligible, you are not eligible. Okay, now run the program, save and run. I enter my age 46, eligible for vote. Okay, I enter 15. Sorry to say, you are not eligible. Okay, I allow one more example. I take, that is year, to check entered year is leap year or not leap year, and enter year to be check. Okay, enter year to be check for leap year. You can take any message, don't stick with my messages. And if you want to be a good programmer, very important thing is that you have to write programs. Okay, just go on writing program, definitely you become. Year must be divisible by 4. Okay, bracket. What the first condition is, year must be divisible by 4. And compulsory, logical AND. And year mod 100, it should not be not equals to 0. Okay, I remove this bracket. This is one condition. Okay, year must be divisible by 4, year should not be divisible by 100. Or means pipe symbol, above the enter key it is there, shift and that. And in another bracket, year mod 400 double equals to 0. Okay, and this is second condition. This is logical OR. This is one more closing and one more opening requires. Here typing is very important. This is called C expression. Then here I write what? Leap year. Leap year. Leap year. Then below I need to write not leap year. Below I need to write not leap year. Okay, I hope you are understanding. Okay, now let us run the program, save and run. 2021, not leap year, 2020 leap year. Last year we got February 29. Thank you. I explained many programs and everything. I hope you have understood. If any doubts, you can write the comments and definitely I reply to you. But very important thing is that practice in this way. Don't forget to watch my next lecture video. In the next lecture video I explain the nested if. Till then, take care, have a nice day.